Hi Scorpio, this is Luciani. I'm here to give you your tarot spiritual advice for the week of December 24th to December 30th. Thank you so much for coming to the channel. Um, if you do like a personal reading, you can leave me a comment under below and I'll send you the link to that information. But let's get right into it. So, Spirit Guides, what are your messages for my beautiful Scorpios for the week of December 23rd to December 30th? What are the messages for Scorpios? All right. So, Scorpio, you could be coming out of something. Something that definitely gave you some kind of emotional baggage. I see the moon here in reverse to start off your reading. The beginning is kind of like this disillusionment that is some kind of reality that you also see here. For other Scorpios, this could, oh, excuse me, this could mean that, this could definitely means like your imagination is harnessed now into practical considerations. Some storms will be weathered, okay? You definitely have a lot of things going on for yourself with a place of peace. You might even have to have peace gained at some kind of cost, because in your time sector, something happened where you just fall off. In terms of like, that's a tower in traditional tarot, and that can mean some kind of overthrow of existing modes of life, meaning that you might have to switch it up. You might have to like really throw away some kind of mode of life, however you get around your modal, your mind, overthrowing that. This also can mean conflict or some sort of unforeseen catastrophe. And it's kind of like in the present moment, you could be talking to an actual Capricorn or fellow Earth sign energy. But this can also be your energy, Scorpio, in which case it's just like you have some sort of domination of matter over spirit. This also can mean some kind of bondage to the material, violence, revolution, extraordinary effort, or force. Also, this can also deal with black magic. I would definitely say that maybe the cards are looking at this energy as some kind of offer of peace from the things that you might not be like seeing because of this illusions that are going on. Maybe you're not seeing that you're maybe bondage to some materials, and it's kind of not letting you get to those pivotal points because of the bondage on the material. You're feeling like somebody's very, I guess, selfish or getting their ego in the way. The Two of Earth and in traditional tarot is the Two of Pentacles. That's and this is reversed here. So You might be feeling like there's two types of messages. You might be getting some kind of message. You might be feeling some messages come in. But also this might even, you might be feeling like you have the inability to handle two situations at once. You also feel like you have to force to make yourself happy. Like you force yourself, or some kind of stimulated enjoyment. But it's not like organic, it's like already pre-planned. And all you really want is just a balance in your life. It's just like we're accomplished, and what's being created is that you're gonna start really figuring out things of like these different bondages, and you're going to really like create this beautiful harmony within yourself, because it creates wealth and abundance and material pleasures. It's favorable changes, it's mutation, okay? But in order to actually get there, it really truly means that you have to leave something behind. This is the Wheel of Fortune card in traditional tarot. It means that yes, there's an ending, but there's also a new beginning. Again, are you able to leave your endings behind? These endings could possibly be the way we think, right? The way we see the world. If you look at it in terms of numerology, 1 through 9 is like your ups and downs in life. But then you get to 9 and there's some sort of completion that occurs. But then you have 10 right there, right? This is 10 in traditional tarot. The number 10 is that now, yes, there's great fortune and success and increase. There's unexpected turn of luck. But keep in mind that there's always something more to life. This also lets you know, like, even though you feel like you're expert, there's something more to life to kind of give you that extra bump. And I believe that you're just, yet again, you're reflecting on some kind of bondage. Some kind of bondage. You might just be reflecting on, man, like my ideals are considered, or you're just feeling really bogged down in this, I guess, I don't see relationship. I'm going to clarify these cards though. But I just see just some sort of just general, like you're feeling really bonded. And it doesn't feel good. You feel like a prisoner. And in this, in particular case, traditional tarot, this card is the Hangman. And the Hangman, I believe, is, I think it's number 13. Let me just double check. Yeah, I'm sorry, it's number 12. And here you might be reflecting on like just surrendering to a higher being that causes the reversals in one way of life. You just really want to go into that spiritual and wisdom aspect of yourself. There's also a pause in one life. You might be reflecting on like just creating some kind of pause. You know, something that just needs to kind of stop, because your spirit advice is saying you do have to stop. You have to stop and realize that there's something higher here that's available for you. Material and spiritual growth is here for you. It's just kind of like, do you see it? Also, for others, this could possibly be that you might feel some sort of seclusion. Spirit advice is asking you to kind of seclude yourself. Go into silence, because there's a lot of different maybe communication difficulties that could be happening, or behavioral difficulties. It's even suggesting, for some Scorpios, maybe talking to a professional couldn't hurt, you know what I mean? Just to get better understanding of some behavioral and, things that could possibly be going on in your environment, yourself, or someone that you're, you know, connected with, because you're just, yet again, you're feeling extremely caged in. Something is caging my beautiful Scorpios in. Now, 8 of air is kind of like this energy where you just feeling like you don't know how to, you don't know which way to go or which way to move in a situation. This also can be some kind of censor. You feel like you're being censored in life. And it's just kind of like burdensome at the end of the day. The 9 of fire is really kind of like, oh man, I don't like this, you know what I mean? Or for other Scorpios, this could possibly be like just preparing yourself, because you have to be you have to defend yourself if you're ever attacked. So, I definitely see, don't be in this state of illusion where you feel like you can't really bounce back from this, because there's a beautiful, harmonious, wealthy, unexpected turn here for you. It's literally waiting for you, but you have to be prepared. So let's go ahead on and clarify these cards. Yeah, so the 8 of Earth in this position is kind of like that energy where someone isn't really doing the job that needs to be done. It's kind of like a time where someone just doesn't have the ambition to get things done. For other Scorpios, this is some sort of unethical application of skill. But someone, I guess this is just like, you might have to go within yourself and realize that what is keeping you not really going about the things that you love, Scorpio. It's like there's this avoided ambition, like, and it's like kind of like hurting your bottom line. You also could be possibly stuck in the past about some sort of devastation that occurred in your life. This is definitely a situation where you're clinging to something that was extremely devastating. Look at the card. Okay? Everyone is desolate and it's damaged, and you're still clinging on to that energy. And the Ace of Pentacles here with the Devil card in your present time is kind of like, there's like a stagnant, I guess, some kind of corruption of character by surplus wealth or the evil side of riches. Wow. It's like, really be mindful of someone in your environment or some kind of project that might can come up that really doesn't feel good, okay? Because that could really, for some other Scorpios, this is some sort of corrupted entity that is just like too much, it's too intense, a very intense energy that's bound, but it's like some sort of corrupted behavior that's, you know, currently going on. And then you have the Ace of Wands in reverse here. There's a lack of passion. There's some kind of lack of passion, or for other Scorpios, this could possibly be some kind of like some new enterprise that doesn't materialize, or false starts, or clouded joy. Again, the illusions are here. And Yeah, we have the King of Swords in reverse. The King of Swords energy is all about this stoic, powerful man who's very all-knowing. When it's in the reverse, however, it's kind of like someone who's very cruel and unjust and barbarous, and you know, just someone who's just like really ridiculous, and it's kind of like it's too much. It's just too much. You're just thinking, it's like, wow, this might be just too much going on, you know. And with that being a Two of Pentacles, that could be like this for other Scorpios. This could be like an inability to handle two situations because you feel like it's just too much. It's just way too much. It's just like, oh, I got so much to do. Here, now you're finding balance though. You get into this state of renewal. You start renewing yourself to become this great balance. You're now throwing some old ideals away. You're not seeing things like you're seeing things in a different light here, okay? The Five of Cups in the reverse there is basically saying you're just now walking away from something that just doesn't serve you. For other Scorpios, this is you find a new direction. There's hopeful expectations, and maybe even return of an old friend that can bring you balance again. Some new alliances that brings you this beautiful balance. But Spirit Advice is saying, listen, you definitely don't want to take on too much because it really can cause behavior problems that can come out. Problems that are like borderline disorder, because you don't want to take on too much. This is a burdensome. You have all of this success, all of these opportunities, but now they're becoming a burden to you, and you even feel like caged in some capacity. And yeah, the Eight of Wands there to clarify that. It's kind of like the same the same energy. It's like hopeful, you know, messages coming in quickly, some sort of journey by air, but the messages are coming in quite quickly to let you know, like, you definitely need to have some sort of change of direction. You know, the Hangman, yet again, as I said, it's like all about surrendering to a higher being, so that it can cause your life to kind of like just switch over. Yeah, the Chariot here, what a beautiful way of letting you know that yes, there is a choice. You do have a choice, Scorpio, to get out of bondage. This bondage could be a particular person that's eating away at your money. For others, this could be even yourself unbounding yourself. But in your quest of becoming, even though you feel like you're bonded and all of these different concepts, you have an advantage, okay? There's a conquest and success for you to trump over these money difficulties or ill health, okay? You have the advantage to come out of this bondage because at the end of it, you have the Nine of Air. You're feeling extremely pressured. There's some sort of pressure that you're feeling. Because with the Nine of Swords in that position, it's kind of like you're feeling you can't make really an ability to make a choice in an important matter, or just this also could mean there's a lot of doubt and failure or delay. But the energies is definitely saying, look, prepare for whatever this is, okay? Because if you are attacked by this energy, you have to defend yourself. I'm not sure what it could be. I'm not sure what it can be in your environment. I'm just noticing that there's a lot of burdens that you're carrying, and you really have to be mindful of your own physical and mental and emotional health, and just being very, letting some of the loads go. If that has anything to do with self, keep the illusions that are going on. Don't be an illusion of what's going on here. There's a lot of different things that need to be addressed, and you have these hopeful expectations and outcomes that are going to bring in wealth and abundance. It just seems like you have to unburden yourself. You have to be very mindful of your emotional and mental body, and not letting anything disrupt your behavior, well-being. Again, you have to prepare yourself. Okay, you have to figure out how to really like preserve your energy. Additionally to that, you're gonna reach your goal, but you don't want to also use your power unwisely. Okay, so these are the messages for this week. If you guys, like I mentioned, want a personal reading, please just comment below and I'll send you the link to that information. And other than that, I'll see you guys next week. Take care.